Hold on. Thank you.
Her parents are watching.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm. Is it connected?
Says I'm back. There we go. Okay.
Okay, bowling fans, if you can hear us out there, sorry about that. We had a little bit of technical difficulty there. For some reason, the signal went out, but I believe we are back live streaming from ABC West Lanes. So if you lost our signal, make sure you jump back on. We were up to about 70 viewers at one point, so sorry about that interruption there, but we'll hopefully get you back on here. Just bringing you up to speed. Once again, this is the first annual Pureit Pro Shop Women's Open from the beautiful ABC West Lanes in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, just west of Harrisburg, PA. ABC West was a proud host of the PBA and PWPA in the past, and they are hosting a all-women's tournament for the first time in a long time back in this area. So we're happy to be out here live streaming today. We are in game 4 of 5 games of qualifying. Middle of game 4. And after 5 games, we're going to cut to the top 13 bowlers. And the top 13 will have a cashier's round of 3 games. And then we will advance to the top 4 for the finals. So we'll see how it all plays out as we go. But for our viewing fans out there, sorry if you lost the signal. Just bring us on back up.
We had a little internet hiccup.
Yep,
for
unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll get everybody back. Once again, just to update everyone on the board and what happened right before our signal went down there. After game number 3 of the 5-game qualifier, your tournament leader is Valerie Bercier at plus 74. Kathleen Weissman is second place at plus 73. We have a tie for third between Shannon Sellens and Liz Culkin at plus 43. Fifth place is Danielle Marino at plus 40. Beth Yoakum is sixth at plus 30. Trisha Reed is seventh at plus 26. Nicole Bauer is eighth at plus 17. Ninth is Jolie O'Grady at plus 15. 10th place is Danielle Nettle at plus 3. 11th is Jennifer Wagner at plus 1. 12th is Brittany Himmelreich at minus 1. And your 13th final cutoff spot at minus 2 is Erica Cruotes. I believe I got that right. Kreutz, one syllable. I was handed a note to make sure I got that right. So, because her parents are out there watching, so sorry if I messed that one up. You have to start it over.
make sure we had sound.
Okay, so back to the action here. Jennifer Higgins is on our right pair. She just threw a shot for a strike on lane 41. She's working on a big game. She can strike out for 266. Okay, Mindy Dalton up on lane 42. She's working a double and make it a triple. For the last 5 frames, she says, Jennifer Higgins, whatever you do, I'm going to do the same. Because she has spared the last 2 and struck on the last 3.
Once again, for those of you who are just reconnecting, we're sorry we had a little technical issue there. Internet decided to give us a little issue for a minute. So we'd like to welcome you all back.
For our bowling fans out there, we'll be starting the 10th frame on our right pair for game number 4 of qualifying, so we'll update the scores for you as they become available. Our left pair, they are still in the 8th frame of game number 4. First shot of the 10th for Jennifer Hess. Comes in just missing the 10 pin there. She's looking to spare it up, and she could potentially get out with a 161 game. Again, scores at a premium. The -2 is the current cut, so right now Right now, 200 looks to be a good score, PA.
Absolutely. These are the kind of tournaments I like, where shot making becomes a premium.
Absolutely. Jennifer Hess misses her spare there. She'll finish with 150 for game number 4. And now PWBA regular Jennifer Higgins up on lane 42, looking for a double. First shot of the 10th. Ooh, she comes in high and leaves the 4, the 6, the 7, and the 10. She will still have a decent game, but unfortunately that will dilute a very big game, as she will now be, most cases, around in the 220s. Want to point out on lane 41, Kelly McCutcheon did not strike there on the first shot, but she did have 3 in a row going, so she has a potential for a big game also here in game 4. Jennifer Higgins takes 2 of the split, and she finishes with 228. Now, if Kelly can spare this up, she could get the high game for the pair. And she does. Great spare there, so she will shoot in the 230s, which we know is a great game on this type of shot. Good shot there on lane 42 by Mindy Dalton. Mindy was working a triple, so she will also shoot 200 if she can spare and get a good fill count in the 10th. Here's McCutcheon. She comes up a little bit light, but she leaves 2-4, and that's a good game. Great game for Kelly McCutcheon, shooting 234. That will certainly help her day. And unfortunately, Mindy Dalton misses her spare, and that will put her at 190, so she will finish at 190 for the game. Finally, we have Jessica Lesiganitz, unfortunately struggling this game, looking to try to triple out and salvage the game at 168. She makes a good shot, but leaves a 7-pin, so she will finish in the 150s, and that will finish off our right pair for game number 4. Very common thing that you see when a bowler is struggling. Jessica has a fill ball here. She's switching balls to try something, try to find something, get lined up for the next game. And it looked like a pretty good shot.
And she moved, it looked like about 12 boards left.
Yes, so that could be something that she'll take into consideration for game number 5. So that concludes our right pair. Now let's jump back over to the left pair, and we'll update you on some scores here for the left pair. Our left pair will be starting the 10th frame in just a couple of minutes. Okay, so Selena Broderick will be up first on lane 39. She'll be looking to double up. If she can double up, she would shoot 2-0. She'll be in the 200s. For our bowling fans out there, we were at one point up to over 70 viewers today, but unfortunately we lost the signal there for a couple minutes. So if you're out there watching, make sure you tell your friends and family to jump back online, and you'll be able to watch the live streaming of today's first annual Pureit Pro Shop Women's Classic from the beautiful ABC West lanes here in Mechanicsburg, PA. Good strike there for Selena Broderick on lane 39 to start the 10th. And on lane 40, Valerie Burrell came up light, leaving the 1-2-4-10. So Selena looking for a strike here on lane 39. This would get her to the 200s. Good shot. And she mixes it. But the 7 will not go, so she will be around in the 190s. There's a good shot for Valerie Burrell. She spares it up, and she will be in the 200s. So it looks like scores are picking up just a hair here in game number 4, PA. So I'll be interested to see if we have some bowlers on the move, quote unquote, for game number 5, as the scores seem to be going upward just a little bit. There's a good spare and a game for Selena Broderick. She shoots 198. And now Valerie Burrell looking to strike on her fill ball here. That would give her 205. And she gets it. Great shot. 205 for Valerie Burrell. Okay, now we have Mia Williams up on lane 39. She's struggling through this game a little bit, looking to shoot 186. She needs a double in the 10th to get to the 180s. Unfortunately, she goes wide, throws the ball through the break point, and leaves the common 1-2-4-10 that we've seen today. So unfortunately, she will need to convert that. And on lane 40, we have Terry Bollinger. She's working a double. She will be in the 200s if she can strike here on the first ball of the 10th. And she does. Great shot.
Who's
So,
that?
Terry Bollinger, she's a lefty.
Yes.
Mia, unfortunately, not able to convert her spare. She'll shoot 161. Bollinger now, she can, with another strike, she could be in the 210s, 2 teens. Second shot for her of the 10th frame. And she misses her mark to the right badly and only gets a 3 count, unfortunately. So that will hurt her in the count category, and unfortunately that will put her below 200 for this game. And finishing up, Lauren Scholes is up on lane 39. Lauren, unfortunately, is not having a good game. She does have 2 strikes, but unfortunately a handful of open frames, and with the 7 count, she will only be able to shoot 126, so she'll be looking to rebound next game. Terry covers up the spare, and she shoots 197, a respectable game for game number 4. And as soon as Lauren finishes up here, spare there for Lauren. She'll be in the 120s.
By the way, your better half had a clean game this game.
Yes, off to the live stream pair to the left. Brittany can strike for 216, which will hopefully move her back up a little bit. I believe her last game is going to be on the first pair of the tournament, 23 and 4. And for what I was told, that end is a little bit tighter. So hopefully she can make some adjustments there.
Ball change.
Ball change, and she leaves a 10, so Brittany shoots 215. So that's a respectable game. Viewers are back up to 41. We're working toward back up to our number of 70 there, PA.
Yes, we are.
So we were at 70 at one point today. So if you were on a little bit earlier, we had a little hiccup with the internet. So you might have to refresh your screen or what have you to get back on. But make sure you tell your friends and family to jump in and take a look at our live coverage of the first annual Pureit Pro Shop Women's Open.
Reminder, once qualifying is over, we are going to take the stream down for just a few minutes, reset everything, change the wording from qualifying round to cashier's round, and grab something to eat really quick, and then we will be back.
We also want to point out to our viewers, while bowlers are in the middle of moving pairs for game number 5, that tournament director Jeff Smith tells us that he has a big announcement that he'll be making on the live stream today. And he is going to be joining us in the booth later today, so make sure you tune in for coverage of that. From what I understand, it is some pretty big news, so we don't really know what it is.
I have no idea.
But we'll let Jeff let us know when he gets here, so hopefully that will be...
I'm kind of hoping it has to do with about us.
Well, sometimes it's not all about us, but we'll see. Maybe. We'll see what he has in mind, but I'm sure it's going to be exciting because Jeff is always working on some new projects and looking to put some new events together, and this is one of them. So we are very excited to have... We're excited to be out here today watching.
Everybody else ate them.
Okay.
Open that one. Just close it and hide it when you're done.
Our bowlers are shifting. So we will be back up and running here with game number 5 in just a couple of minutes. We're waiting for some of our pairs to shift. We have some pairs finishing game number 4 still. You're on that pair.
Once again, for those of you that may be just joining us, our PJBT chat is up and operational. Feel free to chime in, give us a shout out, let us know where you are. If you want to say hi to anybody, any questions, be happy to answer them.
Okay, so bowling fans, we want to point out, based on the lane rotation, we have one pair that is lucky enough to hit the live stream twice. So on 41 and 42, you're going to see the pair of Jolie O'Grady, Sarah Krager, Rebecca Decker, Christina Ciserbinski, Chloe Skrzinski, and Jennifer DeBlasi. They will be bowling again on 41 and 42. Our newest bowling pair. Our newest bowling pair is going to be on 39 and 40. We'll bring those up to date in a moment. That should be Lauren Lella, Marcy Fiddler, Colleen Ritter, Stephanie Sheridan, Haley Yauker, and PWBA regular Tania Moore. So those girls should be on 39 and 40, I believe, if my math is right, but we'll see if my math is right in a little bit here. So again, we'll be starting, game 5 of qualifying. This will be the final game of qualifying, and after this, we will cut from 65 bowlers competing in the field to the top 13 cashers round. So the top 13 cashers round will be coming up after this final game of qualifying. On our right pair, we have begun, and Jolie O'Grady has started with a strike on 41. Christina Ciserbinski comes up on the Jersey side, leaving the 6 pin. And game 5 for them is off and running.
Well, yes, it is. I was going to mention, for those of you that may be joining us for the first time, if you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button on your YouTube and subscribe to our page. And every time we go live, you will get notified. You can join us for all of our youth bowling action. We come to you. How many tournaments are we doing this year? 40?
It'll be over 40 till it's all said and done. 40 events in 52 weeks. How about that?
And if you're a bowler, tomorrow we are actually running an adult junior tournament down at Leisure Lanes in Lancaster. So if you are an adult bowler and you have a partner in the youth under 21, feel free, come out and join us, and you can pick up some scholarship money for the youth, and I believe it's gift cards for the adults in tournaments like these?
Actually, no. What we just do is we do have cash prizes for the adults.
Okay.
But only the adults get cash
Yes.
prizes, and then of course our youth earn scholarships. So, yep, it's always a great payout day. Okay, so on our right pair, we have Rebecca Decker on lane 41. She comes up a little bit high, leaving the 6-pin. And Jennifer DeBlasi with her first shot of the 5th game on lane 42. She cuts it a little short, unfortunately, and she gets a break. The 9 trips out. She leaves just the 3. So both bowlers will be looking to convert their spares in game 1. Unfortunately, Rebecca not able to convert there, so she has an open frame. 3 of the 5 bowlers with open frames in frame 1 rather of game 5. Make that 4 out of 6 as Jennifer lets the ball slide by the 3-pin. So only 2 bowlers starting with a strike and a mark, rather, on 41 and 2. And it looks like our bowlers that are coming to 39 and 40 are starting to shift here. Shot goes a little bit light for Christina Ziserbensky. She leaves the 1, 2, 4, 10. She'll be looking to convert. Jolie O'Grady with a shot that comes up a little bit high, leaving the 3, 6, 10. Christina not able to convert. She'll have back-to-back opens to start game 5. We'll try to get you some score updates for our fans out there. They should be tabulating the Game 4 scores as we speak. Some of the pairs just finishing up Game 4, so they're going to be waiting for those. Good spare there by Jolie O'Grady. Okay, on to 39 and 40. First shot by Laura and Lela. She comes up a little bit light, leaves the 3 and the 5. And a good shot there by Chloe Skrzinski, tripping out the 9, just leaving the 4-pin. First shot on lane 40 for Stephanie Sheridan. A very good women's bowler from northern Pennsylvania. First time to see Stephanie on the live stream today. And she starts with a great shot there.
Very nice.
Very nice strike. Good spare by Chloe on 41. Up on lane 42, we have Sarah Krager looking to rebound after an open frame in the first frame. She goes light, leaves the washout. Okay, good spare, and now up on lane 40 we have Haley Yauker, PJBT regular, left-handed bowler. She comes up a little bit light, leaving the 3-5. And on lane 41, Jennifer DeBlasi. She makes a good shot, but leaves the 10-pin. She'll look to convert. Up on lane 39 for her first shot, we have Marcy Fiddler, another left-handed female in the field today. So we have a couple of left-handers on the left pair here that we haven't seen today. I haven't seen a lot of lefties, but we do have a couple of them on this pair. Marcy makes a good shot, leaves the 6-pin.
Good washout conversion on 42.
And Haley Yauker covers up her spare. Again, this is the beginning of the final game of qualifying, game number 5. We should have a game 4 update soon. Now up on lane 40, we have PWBA regular Tania Moore from out in western Pennsylvania. Good spare there from Marcy Fiddler. Oh, and a tough shot there for Jolie O'Grady on lane 41. She didn't really like it off her hand, and it hit the pocket, but it didn't hit with much, and it left the 7-10. Unfortunately, the pocket 7-10. All right, Tania Moore for her first shot on lane 40. Tania with a great shot. Great shot. Looks like that outside part of the lane is really starting to create some friction, so it'll be interesting to see if that helps some of our bowlers here. Okay, Colleen Ritter up on lane 39 for her first shot on the live stream, and she has a nice strike. So, 6 bowlers all clean after 1 frame on our left pair. Okay, Stephanie Sheridan up on 39, looking to start this game with a double. Good shot, leaving the 10 pin. We have a spare on lane 42 for Christina Ciserbinski. And now Sarah Krager up on 41. Sarah gets her first strike of the game.
And we have game 4 totals in our hand.
We do. We have updates on game number 4. Very interestingly enough, we have a tie for the lead. We have a tie for the lead after game number 4 between Valerie Bercier and Liz Colkin, both at plus 66. I want to point out third place is now Erica Krug. Erica shot 256 game 4 and is up to plus 54. Fourth place is Shannon Sellens at plus 49. Fifth place is on our live stream here, Tania Moore. She shot 257 game 4 and she's up to plus 35. Kathleen Wiseman, who was our early tournament leader, unfortunately shot a 159 game 4, so she dropped to 6th place at plus 32. Then we have a 3-way tie for 7th between Brittany Himmelreich, Danielle Marino, and Brooke Bauer. They are all at plus 14. 10th place is Jennifer Wagner at plus 13. 11th place is Laura Zanruka at plus 7. Jolie O'Grady on our right live streaming pair is 12th place at plus 5, so this is a big game for Jolie. And our last cashing spot at the moment and advancer is Beth Yoakum at plus 3. So your cut after game 4 is plus 3.
So the cut went up.
The cut actually did go up that game a little bit, yes. Not by a lot, but
No.
it did go up. So
could be indicative of finally the lanes are starting to open up a little bit.
let me point out, though, to PA, again, your leaders and 13th is separated by just 60 some pins. 63 pins separate first from 13th cut. So this last game is going to come into play a lot for our bowlers. So we'll see how it goes. One of the bowlers in that top 5 is Tania Moore, and she tried to kick the 7 pin out there, but wasn't able to. So she's left with the 6, 7, 10. And unfortunately, Jolie O'Grady, who needs this game too, just had another pocket 7-10, back-to-back pocket 7-10s. 141 and 2. Let me know how Brittany's doing the last game. Okay. Because I think she's on the first pair that they're bowling on. I want to make sure she shoots at least 2-0. If she shoots 2-0, she'll make the cut.
Okay. I'm going to come back. I'll leave and I'll be right back.
Good effort there by Tania Moore trying to get the spare. So we'll keep an eye on where she is at on the board.
By the way, Leslie Bone made a big move that game. She did shoot 267.
Wow, that's a great game. Absolutely. Leslie Bone up to 17th place, just right outside the cut with that 267
We
game.
won't say what she started with, but it wasn't pretty. And now she is only 6 pins out of cut.
What's the old saying? It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That's true.
There's a great shot for Stephanie Sheridan on lane 40. Okay, Lauren Lella up on lane 39. Comes up a little bit high, leaving the 6 pin. And on 40, we have Haley Yauker. Haley started with spare open. She's looking for her first strike of the game. But she comes up a little bit light, leaving the 3-5.
Wait. If right now, 39 and 40. Because we'll center the camera, so then the pole will be in the way if we were to.
She only had 1 strike and 5 frames.
Yeah, but no over spares, no over.
Okay. I just need her to shoot 200. That's all I care about. 200 will get them. Okay, so back to the action. Tania Moore up on lane 40, looking to coming off that open. She gets a nice strike on the right lane. So she's struck twice on the right lane. She'll make a small adjustment on the left. Jolie O'Grady, who also needs this game, sitting right near the cut line. She started with strike spare, but unfortunately had back-to-back 7-10 splits in the pocket. Now looking to convert the 1-2-8. And she does. There's a nice strike on lane 40 for Lauren Lella. And Stephanie Sheridan up again now on 39. comes up high, leaving the 310. Back to lane 41, we have Sarah Krager. She is working on a double. Looking to make it 3 in a row. And she gets it. Great shot. And on lane 42 is Jennifer DeBlasi coming up a little bit high, leaving the 4-pin. Okay, Marcy Fiddler up on lane 40. Looking to make it 3 in a row, and she does. She starts with strike and 3 in a row for Marcy Fiddler. We're also looking for Julia O'Grady. Good shot there by Christina Siserbinski, leaving the 10-pin, and Julia O'Grady converts her 8-pin. So they're going to keep working their way through game number 5 of qualifying. Tania Moore now looking for a double, see if she can make an adjustment here on 39. Looking for the double. Throws a good shot and strikes, so a good ball for Tania. Okay, Stephanie Sheridan up on lane 40. Didn't like her footing on that one, but she did like the results. She strikes. And Chloe Skrzyncki with 3 in a row over there on lane 42 that we just missed. Sarah Krager was working on 3 in a row, but she left that one wide, leaving the washout. And speaking of missing to the right, Jennifer DeBlasi missed to the right there on that shot. Very common leave. You let the ball wide, it's going to be 6 or 7. No doubt about it today. That's been the MO. All right, up on lane 40, we have left-handed bowler Haley Yauker. She crosses up high, leaving the 2-4. She was working on a strike. And on lane 39, we have Marcy Fiddler. Marcy off to a great start. She has spare in 3 in a row. She's looking for 4 in a row. And she comes up a little bit high, leaving the 6-pin. Saw a good conversion there on lane 42 of the washout. Go get me another update. There's a good shot on lane 42 for Rebecca Decker. The 2 bowlers that we want to keep an eye on here that are near the cut line and above the line is Tania Moore and Jolie O'Grady. Jolie struggling through this game number 5. She has 75 in the 5th with a spare. 7th frame. And she gets a strike. That's the shot she was looking for. Okay, Tania Moore looking for a triple. Gets it a little inside a target, sees the 4-9 for a moment, but trips it out. Great shot there. She has a turkey going. You do it for a minute.
What? What am I doing?
Tap it in.
All right, Matthew had to temporarily leave the booth. Wants to go watch Brittany finish off, so Eric's going to take over for the rest of the way.
Gummy worms at? Yeah, you almost shoved the mic up my nose on that one.
Hey, that's not such a bad thing. Looks like a Rebecca Decker was up on 41.
I walk down there, pocket 7-10.
And Matthew's going to be back because
Stay there.
bad luck. We'll give him the sheets back.
Yes, I must be officially the kiss of death. Because I just walked down for a second to see what my wife was doing near the cut line, and she threw a pocket 7-10. So I think I'll stay where I am. Okay, back to the action. You're fine. Okay, we have Marcy Fiddler. Actually, let's go to Stephanie Sheridan, lane 39. Looking for a double, and she gets it. On our right pair, we have Christina Siserbinski. Looking to try to get a string going. She comes up high, leaving the 3-6. Marcy Fiddler off to a good start for this game, but she misses her spare. Missed her 7-pin. That'll give her 127 in the 6th. Haley Yauker up on 39, working an open frame. She leaves the 2-7. How's viewership going over there, PA?
Oh, we're back up to around 50.
50 people. Good deal.
Once again, for those of you that just may be joining us for the first time, we do have a live chat that is open and operational. Feel free to chime in. Give a shout out. Let me know where you're watching us from. If you have any questions, feel free to post them. We'll be happy to answer them. And if you like what you're watching, hit the subscribe button. And every time we go live, you will get a notification. We do this just about every Sunday throughout the late summer through late spring. We bring you Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour tournaments. Tomorrow we have an adult junior at Leisure Lanes in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. If you are interested, check out our Facebook page at PJBT Youth Information page or the website pjbtbowlingseries.com. Back to Matthew.
Well, we just saw a good strike there by Chloe Skorzinski. And Jolie O'Grady was looking to get on a double and threw a great shot, left the 10-pin and spared. So she can only strike out at the moment for 195. Now, Tania Moore lets the ball wide. Looked like it slipped off her hand there. She picks up a 5 count. She'll try to cover that up. Still in good shape, though. She could have 103 in the 5th with a spare if she can convert. And there's a double on lane 42 for Sarah Krager. Stephanie Sheridan looking for 3 in a row. She comes up high, leaves the 4-pin. Tania, unfortunately, not able to convert the spare there. That was a tough one. So she has 111 in the 6th. Sheridan looking to pick up her spare. That would keep her on a pace for 220. And she converts. Okay, we have Lauren Lella. She's working 3 in a row. And make it 4 in a row for Lauren Lella.
Good shot.
Lauren would need basically to probably strike out to have a chance to make it into the cut based on where she's at, but you never give up. Anything could happen. There's a nice strike for Haley Yauker. Okay, Jolie O'Grady up for the 9th frame of the final game of qualifying. She can strike out for 195, which is probably going to be very important for her being right at the cut line. 9th frame. Great shot, trips out the 9. Finally gets a good break, and that will set up her 10th frame. Good shot there for Marcy Fiddler on lane 39. She has a good game going. Chloe Skrzinski on 42. She breaks up high, leaving the 4, the 6, and the 7. And Tania back up on lane 40. Looks a little wide. Tries to work it back, but unfortunately she cannot, and she leaves the 210. So she'll have to try to come up with a tough conversion on this one. There's a good shot for Sarah Krager, but she leaves the 10-pin. Sarah on a pace of shooting 220. If she converts a spare here and fills out the 10th frame. Tania converts the 1, so she'll have 120 in the 7th. Good spare there by Sarah Krager. And a good strike there by Jennifer DeBlasi. Jennifer having a tough game, but that was a great shot there in the 9th frame. Okay, so we are starting the 10th frame on our right pair, 41 and 2. The featured bowler, Jolie O'Grady, right near the cut line. Looking to get a double for 195 would put her right at the current number. So see what exactly can happen.
Good shot.
Good shot there by Rebecca Decker. All right, Jolie up on lane 42. Needs the first one in the 10th. Pretty good shot, and she gets it. Great shot there by Jolie O'Grady. Gets the first one in the 10th. That puts her in the 180s. But she really would like to have them all here. Looking for the max out a 195. RC Fiddler on lane 40 with a strike. We have some strikes working on our left pair. All right, Jolie for second shot of the 10th. And she gets it. Probably feels quite relieved now that she'll be in the 190s and certainly have a shot to make the cut. Christina Siserbinski comes in light, leaving the 128.10. She will finish the final game in the 150s. All right, Jolie with her final shot, looking for 195. And she trips out the 4, gets a good break after some bad breaks during the game. 195, she will be right around the cut line. That's exactly what she needed to hopefully stay in the hunt. Christina finishes her day with a 153 game. Back on lane 39, looking for 6 strikes in a row. We have Lauren Lela. Left-handed bowler looking for...
Oh, bad break.
Bad break. The 5 didn't go over and take out the 10. It was blocked. So her string will end at 5. Now, a chance for a couple of 200s here in 41 and 42. First up, Sarah Krager. First shot of the 10th. And she gets it. Great shot for Sarah Krager. Chloe Skrzinski up on lane 41. Comes up a little bit high, leaving the 4 and the 10. Okay, Sarah Krager for the second shot of the 10th frame. She lets it get a little wide, leaves the 1-2-10, but she will finish in the 2-10s. Unfortunately, I don't think that'll be enough to make the cut score, but she will shoot 2-10 for her final game. Chloe Skrzinski finishes out with 184. Unfortunately, she had a good game going and went open 9th and 10th. So there's a strike for Marcy Fiddler on lane 39. She has a turkey working. All right, so Sarah Krager finishes out with 213. And our left pair will be starting the 10th frame in just a couple of moments. All right, up on lane 40, Tania Moore. She'll be looking for a double.
Just a quick reminder, when this game is over, we were going to be taking the stream down for a few minutes. We're going to reposition the camera somewhere. We did learn that the finals are going to be right here on 39 and 40, but they will not be using that pair for the cashier's round, so we will be repositioning the camera somewhere. So we'll take the stream down for a few minutes, and then we'll be right back with you.
Yep, make sure fans and bowlers, you stay tuned, especially if you're not in the cut or you're leaving the bowling center. Even some of our bowlers who may not be staying, make sure you tune in. We'll be able to bring you live coverage of the cashier's round and the finals. Okay, so Stephanie Sheridan comes up high, leaving 3-6-10, and
Very
Tania
awkward
picks up
10.
her spare. I'm sorry?
Very offset 10.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually slid, so that's going to be quite interesting. I guess with that offset, you probably want to try to hit the 3-pin to the left. But no, she took care of it. Took care of it to the right. Good spare. That will put Stephanie in the 2-0s, so she will be at 204 for the final game if she strikes out. Lauren Lella with another strike. She is having a great game here, despite the fact that I think she is out of the running for the cut. She can finish real strong here with a great last game.
And she was at minus 68 for 4.
So she could get herself back to minus 30, which I don't think will be enough, but certainly a respectable score. Sheridan gets a 9 count for her fill ball, so she will finish with 203. So 203 for Stephanie Sheridan to finish out qualifying. Lauren comes up a little bit high, leaving the 4-7. She can finish with 226 with a spare. And now Haley Yauker up on lane 39. She crosses over. That was the left-hander's version of
Brooklyn!
Brooklyn.
You don't hear that term very often anymore.
You certainly do not. That's for sure. Haley crosses in high. Leaving the 4-6, so she will finish in the 180s. .182 finish there for 182 finish there for Haley Yauker. And now Tania looking to try to strike out for 190. She breaks up high, leaving the 3-pin. So she will be in the 170s. Marcy Fiddler looking to finish out a good game here. She will pick up her spare. And she will also be in the 220s. So her and Lauren will both shoot in the 220s. Good spare there by Tania. Her fill ball can put her at 179. So a 8 count for Marcy Fiddler. She finishes with 224, a respectable final game. And Tania, final shot of qualifying. She throws a great shot, shoots 179, and that should solidify her spot in the final, or the second round rather. And our final bowler finishing up is Colleen Ritter. Colleen leaves the 6 pin. Colleen can spare and strike for 161. Just a reminder to our fans, once again, as PA said earlier, we are going to take the live stream down for just a couple of minutes to reposition the camera behind 2 of the 4 pairs being used for the cashier's round of bowling. So make sure you just keep your feed on, and we'll get the feed turned back on in just a little bit. And we will have coverage of the cashier's round. The top 13 bowlers in today's 65 bowler field will be advancing to the cashier's round for 3 additional games of qualifying. Once those 3 additional games are bowled, the top 4 bowlers will advance to our step ladder finals, and we'll have coverage of everything here on PJBT live streaming.
It's good to see we finish with a strike.
Absolutely. Finish with a strike, 161. So that will conclude Game 5 of qualifying. So we are going to wait for them to tabulate the scores, and then we will update you once we have information on the scores. But at this time, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll take down the live stream, and we'll be bringing it back up in just a couple of minutes. So stay tuned. We will have continuing coverage of the first annual Pureit Pro Shop Women's Open from ABC West Lanes in Mechanicsburg. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.